Assalamu alaikum everyone. Here in this session, we are going to talk about generating random orders on random days. Basically, we are going to create a simulation where we could be getting more than one order on any single day. So it would be like two or more orders on any given day. This session is going to run that simulation to check the preparedness of our inventory levels, whether they are giving a robust coverage of product demand or not. So for that, we'll move to our Excel sheet. Now here we are in that Excel sheet titled Damasco 2-week data. And if you look at the screen, we have data instances or a 2 weeks period, and there are different columns over here. The first one is days, second one is product, then warehouse, was missing, and then inventory, and then demand, and then out of stock, and then order fulfillment. Okay, so before we run this simulation, we are going to check under data rather we are going to check under formulas. We'll go directly to this calculations option. Click here and we'll uncheck this to automatic. Before I do that, let me show you one thing here. If you look at each of these columns, you will see a formula behind them. These formulas have been embedded there to generate the products on a random basis, and here to assign different warehouses randomly against our inventory here keeps changing as well, and then demand also keeps changing, and then this out of stock is a difference between the inventory and demand, from where we come to know whether it's going to be fulfilled order or it's not going to be a fulfilled one. So this is where we have made this data static so that we can do our calculations without numbers being generated randomly. And if you look at days over here, we don't have any randomization over here. So in this session, what we are going to do is we are going to do the random days generation as well, so that we can have two or more identical days, which would tell us that we are receiving more than one product on that particular day. So for that, we are going to put a formula over here. Okay, so now we are going to put a formula over here. Okay, for that, the formula would be equals rand between, double click on it, to generate random numbers between the given range 1 to 14. All right, so before we generate this, we go to formulas, calculation options, and uncheck this manual back to automatic. Now you see here, numbers are changing. And here the inventory level. And so each time you change, it has an impact. Each changing over here as well. So you could run these iterations many times to check the out of stock instances over here, to measure and assess your inventory coverage for your current demand pattern that is generated on a random basis. Now, for our purposes, we are going to turn this inventory constant, right? So we highlight it, click formulas, click options, and bring it back to manual. Because our inventory is constant for a given time period against which we are meeting changing demand, which is random, basically. And the number of days over here, we find there are certain identical days like 14, 14, 13, 13, 13, where we are getting more than one product. So for our terms and purposes, to run this simulation for analysis, we are going to make this data constant uh, for all for all columns. Let me check it once again. All right. So now we want to uh, do some analysis. Let's talk about the warehouse first. Okay, go to data and click on filter. All right. So now we have 6 warehouses. So let's talk about Belgium. All right. So in Belgium, you could see here that on the 12th day and the 4th day, uh, we have got these 2 products. Their demand was received, and the inventory level is for each of these products 75 and 84 respectively, against a demand level of 53 and 94. So here, our current status is that we are short of 10 items against the tumble dryer category 2, whereas the first order is also 9. So that's how we can run our analysis for different countries here. Let's talk about Italy. Okay, there's one product in demand, and then I mean, this is one type of a product. Let's start with the Netherlands and check Italy. Now you see on the day 14, we have got 2 different products ordered. One was 93 units and the other one was 43 units. And our order fulfillment capability is slightly off by 2 units there. Otherwise, we are meeting all these 3 orders. Okay, now let's talk about some other products. First, you go to warehouse because you want to return to the data. And now you select here your desired product you're looking for. Let's talk about the combo, the combination where the product is the combination of both tumble dryer and the washer. Let's talk about some of the product from tumble dryer free. Okay, so we first uncheck and put that free here. All right, let's talk about its availability in all different warehouses. So we know that only in Germany there are 78 units, and there's a demand for 54 units, and there's no out of stock because there's no red figures here, and the order fulfillment is yes. Go back to let's talk about washing machine 2. So we know that it's washing machine 2. Be careful about it. We have to first unselect or uncheck, and then we have to check this one. All right. So we know that this product's only available in the Netherlands. 100 units are available, and there's no out of stock, and the demand is 43. So this way you can run this simulation, you can check, analyze, and filters provide a very good way of doing that. And you can return by selecting all. All right. So with this, we come to our conclusion. Thank you very much.